last event, there will be stuff on this box. There'll be a bigger box, and by stuff, I'll show you in a minute. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take a spoon with a ping pong ball and run all the way down to the other spot that's going to be down there. There'll be a box. You have to go around the box, but before you do so, there's going to be a box down there that's going to be set up with a puzzle. I'll show you in a little bit. So when you get down there, you're going to look at the puzzle. You're going to try to remember where the pieces are, and you're going to run back with that spoon and ping pong ball, and then you're going to have an opportunity to put the pieces that are going to be here on the side on the board. Basically, you want to replicate the puzzle piece that's down there to the puzzle piece that's down here. You're going to replicate it as best you can. You get 3 attempts at that in terms of trying to replicate the puzzle. After you're done with the spoon challenge, you're going to take the sled that's going to be here. You're going to push the sled all the way down. You're going to go, and you're going to go around the box all the way down there. But before you complete the turn, you can look again to see what pieces you need to go and replicate back down at the other end. You're going to come back with the sled. You're going to mess with it again, second attempt. Then you'll run down to that box. You'll take a look, finally, your last attempt to try to remember the pieces, where the pieces go. And then you'll run back here. Once you are confident that you are as done as you're going to be, you stop your own clock. You start and stop your own clock as normal. Now, there's 2 scores. The scores that it takes you to do the ping pong ball on the spoon, the sled, and then the run. You come back. If you want to stop the clock, you stop the clock, but now you can't mess with the pieces. You get 3 attempts to get as many pieces back in place as possible. Now, what it's going to be is, this is the board, and pieces will be on the board. Like this, there's gonna be some dice, right? You have to remember where it's set up on the completed end, which will be down there, and here will just be a blank board, and all the pieces will be on the side. It'll be like this, and you'll have a blank board. So you have one board that's fully complete with 15 different objects. It's not gonna be like a weird spot. It's either gonna be in the circle, on the line, on the circle. It's either on the circle or on the line. You just got to remember where is what. So you're going to replicate the finished product to the empty board. You get 3 attempts to do that. You only get to look at the board completed 3 times down there, and then mess with it down here. And your scores are the time it takes you to complete the 3 round trips, and then finally stop your timer. The other time is going to be based on how many puzzle pieces out of the 15 you have correct. That'll be your other score. Sorry, not time. Your other score will be how many puzzle pieces you have correct. So we'll take the board that's finished, we'll take your board, and we'll see how many you got correct. And that will be your second score. If there needs to be a tiebreaker, there is no tiebreaker for the stopwatch, which I doubt anyone would tie on that. However, if there are 13 pieces correct and you have 13 pieces correct, there are some fine details that will be the tiebreaker if those need to come into account, which I'm not going to talk about, but there are fine details. So you might have the clue right, but there just might be a better replication of that puzzle. So you have to determine when you're going to stop this clock, when you think your puzzle's done, and then like that will be 1 score. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know. And I'll be done out here. The sled will be back here. It needs to come back past this line. The spoon needs to come back to your box. If it's windy like this, we'll set up something behind it so it doesn't push off the puzzle and the pieces. And I think that's pretty much it. And then you're going to have to accommodate the spoon and the ping pong ball if it's windy out, make the adjustment.